Hey y'all, Crazy Eye from Crazy Eye Outdoors. So, we have the Mark 18 with us today. As you see, I've slicked it out. No suppressor, no light, no EOTech. What I'm working on today are my two non-optic sights, regular sights. These are mbus 3, Magpul mbus 3. So, your front sight, booyah. Your front sight is strictly elevation. And it shows right here the word up and an arrow going to the right. So if you want your sight to go up, bullet impact to go up, you would turn it to the right, and it has very audible clicks. On the back is right here. This is all windage, left and right. This one has R with a clockwise arrow. So if you want your bullet impact to go to the right, turn it to the right. All right, so without further ado, let me go get on some Ear Pro, Eye Pro, and we'll do it. Go, Ear Pro, and we have Eye Pro. So I'll go ahead and tell you right now, I'm not on any fancy range. I'm at 36 meters, which is where I like my zero with an AR. I don't know how that's going to translate to a 10.3 inch barrel further out. I'll figure it out later. Right now I'm doing 55 grain. I do want to go to a 72 or 78 grain. but for excuse me, but for right now, we're just going to do 55 grain. My target is a box. It's a box with a piece of duct tape on it. So let's get the party started. Got to get comfortable in here. Let's see what happened. Well, as you can see, that's high. It's still on the line-ish. I'll have to come over a little bit. I'll come down a few clicks. See what we come up with. Alrighty. Alright. Came down a few clicks, which you come down a few clicks for this, it's actually bringing the sight up. So the higher your sight is in relation to this, the lower you're going to have to bring the muzzle down to get them in line. Therefore, when it says up, that doesn't mean the sight's going up. That means bullet impact is going up. In this case, I went down, sight went up. All right. I did a lot down, and I actually lost count. Let's just see where it puts it, and we'll work from that. Well, as you can see, we came down. I don't know if that, I'm sure that far over, it's just me moving the gun. I think that one was more accurate than the last one. So I'm gonna try to hold it as steady as I can. Right now I'm doing what we call a 6 o'clock hold. So when the red piece of tape will be sitting on top of my front post when it is directly in the center of my smallest aperture on the rear. So let's see what I can change up on. All right, I'm bringing bullet impact right 5, down 5, and let's see what happens. If y'all are wondering why it's taking me so much trouble to get in here comfortable, I'm trying not to put the brass inside the truck, trying to make sure it's out past it, but it's not working out quite as well as I would like. So, let's see what happens. Yes, the weapon's on safe. Well, that sucks. So I'm gonna leave it right where it is. I'm gonna shoot again and see if it comes up to the same spot. Could be lack of a stable firing platform. Anyway, let's make another shot, see what happens, see if it's close. But it is a big dot right there, or big piece of tape. You know, aim small, miss small. Well, I'm not the best, now that I'm in my older age, of seeing the small 1-inch red dot. All right, red piece of tape. This is about 2.5 inch. All right, I found a little better platform, a little bit. Last shot was in the same general area. I just didn't film it. And I went over, or I went up 3, left 3. So let's see what this does. And at that point, I will just leave it as is. Put 2 down there. All right, let's see what it is. We're gonna leave it this time until I get on a good bench. All right, once again, I'm gonna call it up to not a stable platform, and haven't shot a lot in a while, so a lot of it's me. I'm just gonna have to work on my form and everything. However, that was the last shot that you saw on the box. That was the shot that I made, not on film. I came over 3, up 3, which brought me to here, which is making me wonder, is it me? Well, I'm guaranteeing it's me, but still, you know, roughly same group. So I'm gonna, well, I'm not gonna shoot anymore. I'm trying to conserve my ammo, but I am going to bring it over 2 to the left, probably down 1, and for 36 meters, that'll be fine. Anyway, that's my plan, and I do plan on getting it out on the range in St. Mary's, Georgia, or, well, it's outside of St. Mary's, Kingsland, Georgia, 3 Rivers Range, and dial it in a little better. All right, so glad y'all watched, and that should be it. All right, so it's me again, Crazy Eye, Crazy Outdoors. So just to let you know, I'm going to start, let me pull these out so I'm not yelling. I'm gonna start a new series. Like right now, my cardio is bad. I might be strong as an ox for a 170-pound guy. So my cardio really sucks. So what I did today was I plotted out a 3-mile and a 4-mile route out here on my friend's, or the adjacent property. And early this morning, I threw the rifle on, 2-point sling. I had it across the back and I had it up front holding it. So I'm gonna start doing that every day, and I'm gonna make a series of me adding weight, whether it be putting the suppressor, the light, the EOTech start with, then going to my LBE, load bearing equipment. That's old Alice gear. I think that stuff went out 97, 98. I'm not sure, somewhere in that time frame. I'm just going to start weighing it down until every morning I'll wake up at 3 o'clock, and whatever I can get out in an hour. Today I did 4 miles an hour, so 16-minute miles. That's really kind of crappy. And that's no running. That's not running. That's just fast-paced walk, like a ruck march. At some point I'll be back to a 45-pound ruck with weapon, with canteens and all the other good accoutrements. And we'll just see how it goes from here. It can only go up because my cardio is bad right now. It sucks. All right. I appreciate your views. Please like and subscribe. And we'll see y'all in the future. Love.